Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Simon
And my name is Steve.
and we are the Whales of Wall Street. Welcome to another video. We are going to be going through crypto.com, i.e. CRO on the exchange. Before we do that, do pay attention to our other videos as well after you've watched this one, of course. Please do subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to push for the 500, but we massively appreciate the support and the incredible run that we've gone on already in the last couple of months. So just want to throw that out there and say thank you to all of you that have supported us so far. Let's jump straight into this. Right, Steve, now there's a big thing you want to mention here. You've had something come through the post this week.
Yeah, after waiting several months and 2 complaints and then one very helpful crypto.com employee, my metal crypto.com Visa card finally arrived ready to use. So really stoked to start loading this up with some of the gains that I've made and actually use cryptocurrency for what is for.
I couldn't believe the physicality of it. It's actually full on metal. Like I was thinking of like some flimsy aluminium or something. This thing's, well, you might be able to open bottles with it. I don't know, but
it is. They say it's steel.
That's crazy.
So the one I went for was the Ruby card. That's requires £300 in English sterling to of staking CRO to get that one. You can get a plastic card for free if you just want to use their Visa card. And the more CRO you stake, the different colors of cards that are available, which come with different perks. So with the Ruby card, Spotify is reimbursed to you if you pay your subscription through the crypto.com card.
There's incredible savings as you go along up the cards, and we covered that in a previous video. Of course, we'll leave a link to that at the end if you want more information on that. But yeah, just the general cashback element and the earn principle of that is absolutely fantastic from these guys. Of course, it took you a while to get that card, as you mentioned. That is something they need to improve if they're looking to try and, of course, overtake these existing banking institutions. And we said in the previous video as well that this is the kind of exchange that's getting so many different awesome services out there. I think I read as well in Australia or something, they're opening up their tax service as well. So having all of this in one thing is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
I think their branding's on point. Their platform, as said in the previous videos, is super easy to use. We'll go on to their earning options as well. Like as a one-stop shop for buying, selling, storing crypto, it's one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of crypto assets you're trying to bring over. Talk us through that, mate. What ones are you trying to bring over and why?
So I don't have huge bags of them, but I do own sort of, I suppose, a sizable amount of fiat in them, which is both in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I didn't really have much plan to trade them or sell them. It's purely storing them, and as said, I think previously, I hold a large part of my portfolio in either staking or in a savings account of some form, either through Binance, KuCoin, or Crypto.com. And the APY options that you get through Crypto.com, particularly for Bitcoin and Ethereum, far surpass, from what I've found so far, any other of the mainstream platforms. So if you want to keep it flexible, where you have access to your crypto at all times, then you can get 3.5% on Ethereum and 1.5% on Bitcoin. Now, I think on Binance, for their flexible savings options on Bitcoin, it's like 0.2%. If you want to hold it for any sort of period of time, 30 or 60 days, it's 0.5%. So it's so much better. And obviously you can go to 30 days or 3 months, 90 days, where you'd get a higher APY. But all in all, if you want to keep access to your crypto assets relatively liquid, then the flexible ones are the one to go for. And those two of the largest cryptocurrencies as well, I've found have the best APY on crypto.com.
Well, it's on the screen, up to 8.5% PA. That's incredible. USDC is, of course, like essentially a stable coin on most exchanges and platforms at the moment. If you put that into context, like most banks only offer like 0.5% at the moment or 1%. The difference is absolute. The magnitude is absolutely gigantic. I can't believe it. And what I love about this website as well is just like the calculations, the calculators on here. What you have, put it in there, it will tell you how much you're going to earn on each of these different tokens. There's multitude of tokens available for saving and rewards.
It's very good for Polkadot as well, and I believe Chainlink too. They have excellent returns in comparison to a lot of the other larger crypto sites.
And I think, like, for me, I can't believe this, but I have a bit of CRO, but I don't have this exchange yet, and I'm questioning myself now why I don't. It's just if you go on the website and you check through the menu, you'll see about all the massive amount of services that they offer, not just on the NFT that we spoke about previous videos as well. You've got the loans, the credit as well. You've got the wallet, of course, on the app and on the browser as well, to make things easier for you as a customer, as a user. I think it's got the whole package, to be honest. And now, of course, with the physical cards, there aren't many exchanges out there that do that at all. Obviously, you saw like the MasterCard XRP one recently, but that's not really associated as such with an actual exchange like Crypto.com have done.
Binance haven't launched theirs yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might be in some other countries, but like they're falling behind, in my opinion. A couple of these bigger mainstream exchanges are falling behind the likes of Crypto.com, who are really just accelerating the opportunities to their customers. There's a couple other things here, mate. Another thing to look at is their Twitter account for all the announcements that they keep bringing out. They're extremely active. They're one of the most active assets as well as exchanges out there in terms of social media interaction, engagement with their customers. That's really important. But they just announced in the last sort of 48 hours the pairing of Link and USDC, the addition of PlayDAP and Alice as well, other things like Farm. So they're really active on getting ones that perhaps some exchanges have only just launched on their launch pads as well, like Binance, for example, with Alice. Remember, we had the random tokens turn up in our accounts. But these guys seem to be really ploughing ahead with everything with crypto.
It's overtaking Coinbase, in my opinion. Coinbase was for me the starter crypto exchange, the platform that I would use for its ease of use, but I did find their selection of tokens or coins limited. Other than sort of big ones in the top 100. I think Crypto.com for me has surpassed them. I think it's just as easy to use. It offers more, and the range of tokens is now wider. Obviously not anywhere near the level that maybe Binance offer, but it's still very, very good.
Of course. Well, I guess that kind of like relatively sort of pulls everything together that we wanted to talk about. I think as well, just generally, just to highlight what we've just said, really, everything that they offer, there's so much that they do that others don't, and I think that's really important aspect when you're deciding what exchanges to use or applications you're trying to use for earn and rewards. I think you'd agree, Steve, that is probably one of the best ones to be anticipating to go for.
Exactly, because although we want to make a healthy amount of money this year from our investments, it is a long-term vision, and we're not going to be exiting our positions 100% on any coin. I don't believe. Maybe on some of the really random ones that we just hoped were going to get a healthy pump, and then we can make some cash out of it and invest it into other projects. But yeah, for long-term holders that aren't necessarily bothered about fluctuations in price and generally want to build up more of their assets, then yeah, their earn options are fantastic. Not on everything. There are better ones out there for some coins, but on the larger ones, on your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Link, they're great.
So I've got about 20 seconds to run through this chart very, very quickly. So we have been testing quite recently that sort of 14 cent mark. I do expect a bit of stability over the next week before we perhaps start testing the higher levels. We have done 1, 2, 3 tests of the 10 to 12 cent mark here already, so we can kind of tick that box off. So I do anticipate a bit of a level off now before we might start testing that 15, 16 level, and that's what we want to see. We want to see this grow and make everyone have the opportunity to do their trades and hopefully gain some money. But RSI, still a bit of movement potentially. That's what I've just mentioned. I do believe we're going upside, and the crossover may happen shortly as well to indicate that too. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you and Crow on the moon. Take care. Bye.